Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your May reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages, as this is a general reading. Messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I can be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles. And if this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you'd like, you can keep it in your back pocket or come back at a later time. We're going to take a look and see what messages need to come through for you guys for the month of May. See what you guys could be currently dealing with or what you can expect. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, we're going to start off with some affirmations for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May. What messages do my Sagittarians need, please? Any messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021? Any affirmations for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021? Last one, okay. Affirmations for Sagittarius, we have new learning coming out. Messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the month of May 2021. That didn't want to come out for a reason. Any messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for May? We also have wisdom coming out. So, new learning and wisdom. I'm just setting this here. Let's talk about it. New learning. The wolf teaches you to know who you are. Facing your fears is one of the greatest learning experiences and shows us how to change and grow. Affirmation, I am learning. So you guys are going through a bit of a learning curve in the month of May. You guys are starting to learn something new, or like you're overcoming past experiences. You're changing as a person and you're starting to step into who you are. Now, with these changes, you're needing to be patient with yourself. You may tend to get a bit frustrated. It's like when you pick up a new talent, a new hobby, a new skill, and if you're not immediately great at it, you get frustrated, you get impatient, discouraged, and then you just give up. But with this coming out in the month of May, keep going. If you're not good at something right off the bat, don't feel discouraged. Okay, I know, easier said than done, but keep going. Don't give up. Keep trying, okay? Facing your fears, right? Some of you might be facing your fears in the month of May, and it might be extremely uncomfortable or scary. But when you face your fears and you push through and you step into your courage, that's really where you grow the most. And so as you are facing these fears, whatever limitations that could be holding you back, you are learning and you're growing as a person. You're evolving and changing in a really positive way. And I'm also kind of getting like this lone wolf energy. Some of you may need to branch off or be alone, or just like needing to be okay with being by yourself or being on your own. It can be scary, right? Especially if you've been reliant on someone or people, or you know, you've been used to being around people all the time, and so when you're all by yourself, it can be really scary. Now you're all with your thoughts and you don't want to face certain thoughts or face certain fears or feelings that are coming up, but you're needing to be comfortable with the uncomfortable this month. I think there might be things that come up that are going to test you, and it's gonna kind of show how far you've come. We have wisdom coming out. This has come out for quite a few signs for the month of May. So I see some similarities, some themes going on here. Do you define yourself by others' expectations? Release fears and past beliefs, and life will take care of itself and flow. Affirmation, I am trusting my inner wisdom. So in the month of May, you guys are learning to trust yourself. You're learning to trust your own intuition, your own inner wisdom. Instead of putting other people's opinions first, you're putting your own values and beliefs first. For a long time, maybe you guys were way too concerned and you defined yourself by other people's opinions and expectations, and that's all you ever knew. Now you're starting to take a look in the mirror and ask yourself, what are my values? What are my beliefs? What do I feel? What do I resonate most with? Not what my mother thinks or what my brother thinks or what my partner thinks. What do I think? What do I feel? You're releasing, or you're working through these fears and past beliefs, things that have been holding you back or preventing you from fully being your most authentic self. You're learning to step into the unknown and to be courageous and to not be so afraid of change. You're learning to be more independent, more confident within yourself. And as you are pushing through these fears, you're noticing things are flowing a lot more smoother, or just you feel more at peace and you trust the direction you're on, instead of in the past second guessing yourself and worrying and fearful of the future because it's unknown and you want to have things in control, right? You're surrendering and you're trusting the process of change and growth. There could be something in your personal life or in your emotions, in your relationships. There could be something that you're trying to digest, or maybe there's a different perspective you're gaining in the month of May. But yeah, it's like, I think you guys are needing to be more confident within your own sense of self, your own sense of belief and knowing, instead of constantly going to others for their opinion on what you should do. You should follow what you think is best, right? At the end of the day, it's your life. Let's see. Let's pull some animal oracle messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the month of May 2021. But at the end of the day, May, you're going to be learning a lot about yourself. You're going to be growing and evolving, and your intuition is going to be getting stronger. The more you listen to it, the more you trust it and pay attention to it, you use it, the stronger it's going to become. Your gifts, your talents, your skills, the more you work on it, the more you practice, the better you will be. Okay? Messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the month of May 2021. Any messages for Sagittarius, please? May 2021, what messages do my Saggies need to know? Any animal oracle messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Let's get into it. Messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. We have the Buffalo. Beautiful. Overcoming challenges. And knowing that despite what may come your way, whatever trees that may fall down, any roadblocks, hurdles, struggles of life that comes up, you can push through it. You're not going to give up. You're not a quitter. Messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Ooh, we have the raccoon. We also have the fire ant. Now, this is kind of similar to Virgo's energy. They had the raccoon and scorpion. Kind of similar energy to the fire ants. There's something... Oh, wait. No, they had the hyena. Okay, completely scrap that thought. I got it mixed up. Okay, because the hyena and the raccoon both are black and white. Yeah, got it mixed up. Maybe you do have Virgo in your chart, though. What was at the bottom? Otter. Okay, nice. So there's some really positive things that are yet to come. You overcome the struggle, things that might be eating away at you. Maybe there's a lot of anger or frustration that's starting to build up, and before you know it, the longer you hold on to these feelings or you bottle them up, you're going to reach a breaking point and you're going to burst. And that can be very unhealthy if you don't handle your feelings, your emotions, good or bad, happy or sad. If you don't handle them appropriately or express it, and you just bottle it up, you're going to explode. Okay, the shadow side will come out. Okay, look at the raccoon. The shadowy, kind of in hiding. Yeah, it's as if, like, just looking at the imagery, there's a bit of shadowiness coming through in the month of May, or like you're needing to face your shadow side, or facing what you try to ignore, pretend's not there. You're trying to just shove it under the rug and just pretend it's not there, right? The more you do that, things are gonna bottle up, and then you're gonna have no more space and things are just gonna explode. So face whatever these things are. We're gonna find out what it is, but you'll overcome it. You'll overcome these feelings. I just think there's something that has you frustrated, and I think it revolves around your own self-image, or again, how you perceive yourself versus how others perceive you. It's almost like you put other people's opinions first rather than your own, right? Seeking validation externally when it really should be coming from within. Now that is a process itself, and you're not going to just find that overnight. It's going to be a process. It takes lots of healing. It's going to take learning and growing and being open to change and adapt, right? Instead of being defensive, be accepting, or like being more open. open-minded and willing to look at things differently. You're definitely needing to ground yourself in the month of May. We have double earth energy coming through with Buffalo Raccoon. So keep yourself grounded, but also remain flexible. I was saying that to Scorpio, so you may have Scorpio in your chart. Stay flexible, stay grounded, right? So nothing can shake you, but still remain flexible. Not stiff where the branches are gonna break, but just nice and flexible, okay? Be flexible this month. Yeah, so with the raccoon coming out, there is something that is you're either trying to hide or ignore, pretend it's not there. There are some fears of not being good enough or doubts, not believing in yourself, second guessing yourself, your talents, but then that just leads to frustration or, again, the opinions of everyone else. Always having to take into consideration on what you want, and then that leads to frustration, anger, resentment. There's something that is needing to be acknowledged. But what? Well, I guess we'll find out. The raccoon is also someone who's very creative, very expressive, talented. Could be with a musical instrument or, you know, just some form of expression of art. Not everyone will apply with that, but that's just for some people, right? You're very talented, creative. This does talk about maybe stage fright, wanting to hide, wanting to hide in your shadow. I mean, you know, he's hiding in this card. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what messages come out with tarot, but we'll be tying these cards in. I just need more context as to like what's going on here. Now it's looking like whatever these frustrations are, whatever it is that's been bottling up, that you might be. Just be careful what you say, right? Don't want to say something you're gonna regret or trying to take something back, because once you say something, you can't take it back. I think, who was I saying that for? I think it was either Leo or Virgo. Again, I think I mentioned Virgo, but I don't remember if it was their reading or Leo's reading. Anyways, it's been a message that came up for another sign. Just like be careful what you say, because with this fire ant energy, like I said, it's very explosive, and it's like you reach your breaking point, your last nerve gets striked, and then you just fucking lose your shit. You can't hold back anymore. And you may take out your own anger on someone who doesn't deserve it, right? Anyways, so just when you find yourself getting in that energy or you're getting very frustrated, just take a step back, walk away, cool off, calm down, collect yourself before you end up doing something, saying something you're gonna regret. Okay, maybe this is part of this new learning. You're working on that. You're learning to work through that, or instead of letting your bottle fill up to the top and then explode, you're going to learn to express it without having to bottle it up so that you avoid blow-ups, something like that. Yeah, I'm just getting the energy of like blow-ups. We'll see. We're gonna get a different tarot deck. I don't know if I'm gonna use this one. I was just kind of wanting to see the energy before I choose which deck, but I think I'm gonna use a different one just because of the energy I'm feeling. But anyways, like I'm saying, whatever struggles or things that you're trying to overcome or you're learning, you will overcome it. Like, you will push through it. It's going to take dedication and patience, and like I said, you may get frustrated. It may not be the easiest habit to break or the easiest mindset to unlearn, right? You're working through that though, and that's what matters, right? Every little step you make, it's progress. Even setbacks, even where you slip up or you fall back into old ways of being, when you recognize, oh crap, like here we go again, I'm falling back into old ways, you have a chance to work through that, right? You even being aware of falling back into those old ways, that shows growth. So give yourself credit, okay? With the buffalo, you can overcome anything that comes your way. It's just practice mindfulness as well. Let's let me get the different deck. Let me use this one. Okay. No, I actually didn't even prep it, so let's just get it set up. I have to shuffle it backwards because there's this curve, and then we will get into this reading. Let me just shuffle this a little bit. For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, what messages do my Sagittarius need for the month of May? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021? Let me just click this bowl. Cleanse any energy that's remaining. Take a nice deep breath, everybody. Let out any tension you've been holding in your body. Okay, let's just shuffle it a couple more times. For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. I don't know when. This deck, sometimes it's hard to shuffle. The card stock is like really thick. Anyways, okay. Thank you. Let's get into this, Sag. All right, messages for Sagittarius. Someone, hello? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for May 2021. What messages do my Saggies need for May? Can I shuffle? Any messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May 2021? Okay. Messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May 2021. Okay, Two of Swords. So you have some sort of choice, a decision. You may also have to cut something out of your life or remove something that's not serving you. Messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This may even be a head over heart decision. Messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May. We have the Chariot, so Cancerian energy. There's definitely movement once you make up your mind about some sort of decision. Messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May 2021. Nine of Cups. So movement towards wish fulfillment, and the Knight of Swords. So this is quick. This is very quick, sudden change. Month of May. Okay? And it's all because of a decision. We also have the Two of Pentacles. So again, two twos out here. Decision. Six of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. So yeah, Eight of Wands and even Six of Swords. So there's movement. So you guys are making some sort of move in the month of May. Some of you are literally getting up and moving or traveling or something. Because we have the Chariot. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Six of Swords and Eight of Wands. So we have 4 cards talking about movement. Even in the Nine of Cups, this is a boat. Boats travel, right? So already there's a lot of cards indicating travel. Now this might just be about, like, there's something about the timing, or maybe there's a delay in travel, or maybe it's because of the current circumstances, or it's just a matter of time before you make this move, or this decision leads to travel. Because look at here. Look, we have the Chariot, Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Six of Swords. All these cards talk about travel or movement, your manifestations coming to fruition. Okay, this talks about actions. So month of May is definitely not a slow month for you. Things are picking up, things are moving quickly. So right now you may feel like time is just tick tock, tick tock. It's so slow, nothing's going on. You've just been sitting, waiting, nothing's happening, right? Maybe you've been hiding, maybe you've been holding yourself back, or way too dependent on other people's expectations, or you've been defining yourself by other people, what they think of you, and you've been holding yourself back or watering yourself down. But even when we had the Otter at the bottom of the deck, the Otter talks about needing to step into your authenticity, all right? Stepping into your childlike energy instead of holding yourself back, saying things you don't really mean, pretending to be something you're not. Instead of doing that, you know what? You're just embracing yourself this month. You are stepping into your authenticity. You're facing your fears. You're removing things that don't serve you. There is some sort of frustration in your life. The Fire Ant, let me just, you know what? It's been a while. Maybe I could use a little refresher. Let's look at the Fire Ant. We're gonna pull the book out because I know I don't know. There's other things that I know I've missed, and I just want to talk about it. So the Fire Ant is aggression, rigid thinking, and following orders. Fire Ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned Fire Ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. When in balance, thoughtful, disciplined. When out of balance, argues, excess heat, and gossips. And to bring into balance, solo time and walks at night. You guys are needing to just Take some time out for you to rest, recharge, be alone. Like I said, don't be afraid to spend some time alone. I was getting that lone wolf energy. Just be by yourself for a moment. Please, you need it. You need it, Sag. Otherwise, you're going to lose your mind. And you know, when a Saggy's mad, everybody go run. Everybody hide. Like, thank God. So yeah, it also recommends walks at night. For those want to do that, cool. Sometimes it can be a little bit scary, you know, so protect yourself, you know, carry a can of hairspray in your pocket for my ladies out there. You know, it's a little bit scary to be walking alone at nighttime, you know. So, but even just taking walks during the day. What else was I gonna say? This talks about attracting us to people, situations that feed into our imbalance. And with that Two of Swords that came out, I do think you guys will be making not sacrifices, just adjustments in your life, removing things that feed into your imbalances. People, relationships, substances, things that have a negative effect on us. It's time to say goodbye, right? I also want to take a look into the raccoon, and that is earth energy, just because I kind of, again, I think there's something else in there that I've missed, but I can't remember at this very moment. So we're gonna find it. Oh, there it is. The raccoon talks about, okay, talented, shadowy, and in hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to the greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times, it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I'm ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. When in balance, generous friend, exceptional artist. When out of balance, competitive, starving artist. And to bring it a balance, make new work. So, for those who are resonating with that, spend some time alone. Time to cool down. And create some new work, okay? Put that energy, that frustration that you've been boiling up inside, put that towards something good. Instead of feeding into drama and gossip and all that negativity, use that towards something good. So, Two of Swords, cutting things out in your life that aren't serving you, that are feeding into your imbalances, it's time to remove it. It's time to cut off those dead ends. They are not doing any good to you, but holding you back and keeping you stagnant, right? You've been wondering, tick tock, when are things going to pick up? It's been so slow, it's been so stagnant. What do I need to do? Well, Two of Pentacles talks about balance. This also talks about balance within a relationship in this deck, right? There's a bit of mirroring going on. Let's say you're in a relationship. Maybe there's a bit of like butting heads or just like... Because with that fire ant energy, again, there's something that's just in balance and it's just needing to take a break to just cool down. Calm down so that you can move forward to much more calmer, peaceful times, right? So that's a side message out there, okay? So definitely decisions coming up. We'll take a look into what... I need some water, y'all. Give me a second. That just came out of nowhere. I'm like, my throat is so dry. Give me a second. I forgot what I was gonna say. It's gone. My throat got dry and now I'm like, okay, where was I? I don't know. Some sort of decision will clarify to see, like, what are you deciding on? You're obviously cutting out some things in your life. You're needing to have more balance in your life. You need to trust your inner guidance more. We'll take a look and see what else this could be talking about. But then once you make those adjustments, you're taking action. You're moving forward to a time of wish fulfillment and achievement, okay? So the Chariot, this asks you guys to step into your confidence and to believe in yourself, right? Trusting yourself, trusting your own inner guidance will help lead you to the best possible outcome. You are supported, you are never alone. There's lots of different energies around you wanting the best for you, wanting to see you succeed. Your guides, angels, ancestors, whatever you believe in, they're watching over you and protecting you. They're cheering you on, right? They're like, keep going, Sag, right? Stay focused. Know that whatever comes up, obstacles, setbacks, delays, you can overcome it, okay? It's really just an opportunity for you to learn and grow and be more flexible. Like I said, instead of being stiff, Yes, stay grounded, but be flexible, be open-minded, be willing to have an open mind. Yeah. Oh, well, open-minded. I just said that. Oh my God, my brain, y'all. But you're moving towards wish fulfillment. Whatever it is that you envision, whatever it is that you imagine, think best case scenario. Expect nothing but the best. And set your mind, set your target towards that, and shoot for the stars. Okay? And then look at here, Knight of Swords. You're taking that action towards that wish fulfillment, or multiple wishes, multiple desires, multiple manifestations, as the Eight of Wands can talk about manifesting multiple things at once. So lots of things are taken off the ground and coming to fruition, okay? And I think it's moving pretty quickly. So if things have been stagnant for a while, ask yourself why. I think there's some things that have been getting in the way. That's what's been creating this stagnancy. Once you cut out whatever this is, or make adjustments, or remove certain things that have been feeding into your imbalances, I think that's what's been holding you back or getting in the way. Once you make those adjustments, once you start focusing on yourself, then it's like it unlocks this door towards movement to the next step, the next chapter, and lots of traction over here, like all this movement energy, you guys. So I think basically, just to kind of summarize what I've been saying, there's something that's been feeding into your imbalances. It's been causing you to feel very frustrated. There might even be blow-ups, arguments, drama, and lots of pettiness. You're needing to take time to cool down, be by yourself, working through these past fears and beliefs, needing to trust your own inner wisdom, your own guidance. Stop putting other people's expectations onto you, right? Stop defining yourself by what others think and start finding out who you truly are, right? And as you are doing that, as you're starting to find yourself and you're overcoming certain things in your life that aren't good for you or have been feeding into your imbalance and causing you to feel stuck or frustrated, you're going to make adjustments. Once you make those adjustments, things will be so smooth for you. You got the clear path. You got the opportunity to move in a calm, peaceful direction. I mean, shit, we have that Nine of Cups and the Six of Swords. Like, this is the same boat. Look at here. I guess it's not the same boat, but it's, you know, similar energy. Okay, so, yeah, basically, that's the reading. Is like, you just got to make some adjustments. Once you make those adjustments, things are going to be moving quickly, smoothly. It's just removing those blockages, getting over those hurdles. Once you get over the hurdle, you're in the clear, and things are going to be taken off, and you're going to be busy, okay? Okay. So let's clarify. Okay, I'm not going to use this deck. I'm just going to move this somewhere else. Let me just put it in here. Which deck do I want to use to clarify? Let's use this one. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look into this Two of Swords for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Probably the Two of Swords for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's this decision about? What does Saggy need to remove, release, cut out from their life? It could be a mindset, a belief, habit. Let's see. Tell me the Two of Swords for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Tell me the Two of Swords for Saggy. Two of Swords for Sagittarius. Okay, we have the Four of Swords that came out. So definitely need to take time to rest. Some of you have been very anxious, very stressed out. And again, there are certain things in your life that have been feeding into your imbalance. You're needing to take time out to be alone, to be by yourself, to be with your thoughts, to hear things clearly, because right now your mind be all over the place and you're unable to actually hear what your intuition or your higher self is trying to say. Meditate more, make that a priority. You know, that's something that you might be learning, and maybe, you know, like I said, you may try something new, you're not great at it off the bat, it gets frustrating, it might be discouraging, but that should not stop you from doing it. Staying consistent with it. When you be consistent with it, you get better with time. So with meditation, you're not going to be a pro right off the bat. Sometimes it's really hard to shut off your thoughts, right? But just practice makes perfect, right? It's going to take time. You got this. And the more you stick to it, the more you practice, the easier it will be, and the better you'll become. And when you go inward and you have some sort of decision, or you're needing to figure out, what do I need to remove from my life? What is holding me back? What has been getting in the way of my own progress, right? Whatever it is, you have the time to go inward, think about it, answers will come to you. And to trust your inner wisdom. Now, I apologize for the snoring in the background. That's my dog. Alright, Two of Swords for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. I'm getting very stuffed up all of a sudden. I apologize. I don't know where this is coming from. Ten of Swords, yeah. Let me get one more for the Two of Swords. The big sigh. Just like, okay, the world, release, closure, endings. It can't get any worse than this. Oh, we have the Tower at the bottom. Lovely. Six of Cups, Three of Wands. Oh, Six of Swords reversed, Ten of Wands reversed. So there's a bit of past energy coming up. I think this goes back to these past beliefs, fears and past beliefs. So like wisdom said, release fears and past beliefs and life will take care of itself and flow. So there is something that stems from your past that you're working through. Six of Swords reversed, Ten of Wands reversed, and the Devil. So there is obviously something that you've been attached to for quite some time, whether it's a mindset, a relationship, a situation, experience, whatever it is, it's been holding you back, but you're working on letting something go, releasing something that no longer serves you. So maybe if this is resentment that you carry in your heart, something you've gone through, a past experience that comes up, or you get reminded of or triggered of, or you have a dream and it reminds you of all these things, or it comes up in conversation, there's something here that you are realizing with the Tower. This talks about sudden change. So regarding a past experience, you're having a breakthrough, you're having some sort of realization, and with this realization that you're having, maybe it's been a cycle that you've been on or something that you've been repeating, right? But this is an opportunity for you to learn and grow and make adjustments for yourself currently and your future with that Three of Wands, okay? So there's something, perhaps there was some sort of ending in your past, or there's something that happened to you, left you feeling very exhausted, drained, hurt. There's maybe some woundings that you still carry to this day, but you're working on healing something that's deep within you. Again, the shadowy energy I was mentioning earlier in this reading of like needing to take a look at your shadow side, where this frustration, this anger may be inside of you that you've been holding on to. Maybe you've been unaware of it still there that you need to work on releasing, right? You are putting in the work to healing some sort of wound that has been within for a while now, but you're working on closing that chapter, the world, and that Two of Swords. So you're making some sort of adjustment, you're making some sort of change, you're cutting ties with something. If this is a karmic relationship, like this is being released here. Ten of Wands and that Devil at the bottom underneath that, right? Okay, so yeah, with that Two of Swords coming out, like I said, it's a decision. This decision is relating to something from your past that you're needing to heal, to recognize, to acknowledge, to face. And I just bit my tongue, so that's not fun. As you face those things, facing those fears, past beliefs, things like that, you're having a big breakthrough and you're recognizing of what you do want for yourself and your future moving forward. And now it's about that. So basically the rest of the reading is about where you're at now, what you envision your future look like, what you're working towards. So let's talk about that. Let's take a look into the Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillments. Turn out the wish fulfillments, distraction. Alright, turn out the Nine of Cups for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. What are these wish fulfillments for Saggy? What is Saggy hoping for? Oh, and I'm just noticing in this card. Oh, duh. I'm noticing, let me just set this down. So it's the chest with 9 cups, right? And I just recognize that at the bottom there's like a lock that's been unlocked. So you found something that's unlocked. Whatever's, again, like I'm saying, I'm repeating myself. Whatever's been keeping you stuck or stagnant, you found the key to unlock that door. And now that you've unlocked that door, you got all these open-ended possibilities of what you can have for yourself moving forward, right? You've unlocked something that you've been struggling with, and now you are working through and you're learning. Like, again, I'm just repeating myself, but you're really overcoming certain struggles that you've been going through for a while. Like, you are making peace with the past, letting go of certain things, healing, things like that. Anyways, 6 of Cups. No, it's not 6 of Cups. 9 of Cups for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Turn the 9 of Cups for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Turn the 9 of Cups. Chariot energy, 9 of Wands reversed. Chariot coming out twice. Time the 9 of Cups for Saggy. I want to say 9 of Wands again. 9 of... Come on. Okay, there we go. It's like the card's trying to flip out and it's interrupting me. I'm like, hey, can you get... Like, what am I saying? I don't even know. 10 of Cups reversed. What the hell was I saying? I don't even know, y'all. Oh my god. Sometimes my brain, it just... brain thoughts. And it's like Mercury retrograde isn't even here and yet I still can't think. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Cups, Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So we have 9 of Cups coming out twice. We also have the Chariot coming out twice. So there's a lot of double confirmation. Okay, so there's change here. So there's change after a lot of unhappiness within yourself and in your relationships, even in the home life. There could have been a lot of struggles and a lot of frustration. Again, so this is relating back to that fire ant and raccoon energy. But there's change within that. So if you've been feeling unhappy with your current circumstances, if you've been struggling, if you've been trying to stay strong and trying to keep pushing, but now it's like you're going against the river and it's just been a struggle, you need to just take that step back and just observe, I think. Observe. Right now, you may be a little bit unhappy with your current circumstances or in your relationships or even just within yourself. And with that 9 of Wands reverse, I do think that there's the energy of you guys just feeling emotionally exhausted, feeling drained, just feeling like depleted, like running on empty, and you're really needing to just go back to that 4 of Swords, that resting. Rest and recuperate so that you have the strength, the energy to remove whatever's been keeping you stuck, keeping you stagnant. Once you get that strength, once you take the time out for you to gather up your energy, now it talks about moving forward to what you do want. Now you're clear with the things that you envision for yourself, the things that you want for yourself, your life. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Cups, and Ace of Wands. It just required you to just take a break for a moment, to just gather your thoughts so that you have a clear perspective on what you're doing. And again, this is all part of this learning process, the learning curve, and the obstacles that you've been going through, these hurdles that you've been trying to overcome. It's not the easiest, but you're working through it. And so there's change. And again, the need for you guys to be confident within yourself and to trust yourself. Instead of second guessing yourself or getting in your own way, it's time to believe. Knight of Swords, let's see what you're moving towards. Kind of the Knight of Swords for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Knight of Swords for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Okay, Duck doesn't want to shuffle anymore. Time the Knight of Swords for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have the 5 of Cups. So again, that's similar energy to that 10 of Cups reverse. Like this unhappy, kind of feeling stuck, feeling sad, feeling defeated, wondering, am I even good enough? Like focusing on the negative rather than seeing the positive or seeing what's still there, what's still standing, what's still working. Like, yeah, hold on, let me see. Knight of Swords for Sagittarius in May 2021. King of Swords reversed. The Knight of Swords for Saggy. Oh wow, 8 of Wands reversed. So yeah, you've been blocking yourself. You literally have been getting in your own way because of current circumstances. It's just been like, it's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to start making those changes when you're just not in the right energy, when you don't even have energy, when you're just exhausted mentally and emotionally. How can you move forward? Well, again, you're feeding into certain things in your life have been feeding into your imbalances, and it's just been feeding this repetitive cycle that you're having a hard time breaking. And so you're needing to figure out what that is and how can you overcome it. Let me just see. 7 of Cups, there's that 3 of Wands, and Justice, okay, and 2 of Pentacles reversed, and Death. So there's the need for making some sacrifices here, or letting go of some things that just have not been serving you. It's time to let certain things come to an end. It's time to make some sacrifices. It's time to let certain things go. It's time for a change, Sag, because currently things have just not been working the way they have been. So you either continue doing what's not working and just continually feeling stuck and frustrated and annoyed and just this continuous cycle that you repeat, and then you just get more frustrated and more discouraged and just feeling more stuck and just wondering, well, what's the point, right? every time I try something, it just fails. Every time again, that mentality, you're attracting more of that, Sag. You can overcome it. You just need to be more mindful and start making some changes so that you can have a different outcome. Because if you're continually doing the same thing, how can you expect a different outcome? That's the definition of insanity. And so you're confused. How do I move forward? I don't know how. Every time I try, it's the same outcome. It's the same thing. Well, you're needing to, like I said, Two of Pentacles, death. Time to make a change, time to release something, time to let something go so that the change can come in. Because it's like you guys have been holding yourself back from change, or you've been fearful of change, or your intentions or the goals you've been setting maybe haven't been the most clearest or realistic, or you haven't really had a plan. Like, you have all these ideas, but yet you don't know how to get it off the ground, or you haven't had your priorities set straight. And so again, it's just this cycle that you've been repeating. But it's like, there's something like, this talks about the lessons that you're having to learn, right? Taking that wisdom that you gain from these experiences, good or bad experiences, but taking the wisdom and applying that to where you're at now. If something didn't work out, why are you still trying again and again and again, doing the same thing? You have to solve the problem differently, right? It's like, think of it like a math equation, right? You have a certain formula to use, you punch in the numbers to get the answer, but you've been using the wrong formula. But instead of using a different one, you've just been using the same formula, using the same numbers, punching it in the exact same way and getting the same answer, but yet the answer's still wrong, and it's leaving you feeling stuck. And you're like, well, why isn't it working? And then you pull out your calculator and you punch it in again, getting the same answer. It's like, you need to use a different formula. You need to do things a little bit differently and you'll get a different answer. You get me? And then, once you do that, I'm so sorry, Sag, for like laughing, but like sometimes you just gotta laugh. Then once you use a different formula, you get a different number, you get a different answer to the equation. And now it's like, okay, I've broken through that. I can now move forward. I've unlocked myself. I've unlocked the chest. There you go. So basically, what you're unlocking is figuring out what's been keeping you stuck. What changes do you need to make so that you can have a different outcome? Okay, because right now you guys have just been going in circles. Going in circles, wondering, how come I'm still in the circle? Because you didn't, like, whatever. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know why my words just right now are kind of lost right in this very moment, but that's okay. Shit like that happens. I'm like, I feel like I'm going in circles trying to explain what I'm feeling from this. Okay. So, okay. Let's just take a look into the Eight of Wands, Six of Swords. Okay. So, talking about the Eight of Wands for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Try the Eight of Wands for Sagittarius. Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Wands for Sagittarius. We have the Fool, Death. Beautiful. There's the change. You've made the change. You've made the change. Beautiful. Thank goodness. You used a different formula. You got a different answer. Can I get an amen? Okay, you got a different answer. Beautiful. Guess what? You have this new start. It's not the same cycle you've been on. Repeating. Now, that cycle can come to an end. Say goodbye. No more repeating that one. Now you're on the new journey. Okay, so we have Scorpio energy. We also have Aries and Aquarius. This new journey with the Fool coming out, you're needing to have trust. You're needing to take the risk, take in the gamble, give something your best shot. Stop second guessing yourself and expect the best. Like I said, we got that Ten of Pentacles, okay? So if this is regarding your finances or career, it's looking pretty promising, very stable. It's going to require a lot of effort, though. It's not going to happen overnight. But with dedication and consistency, you can manifest this. It's going to require your work and effort, but you got a clear path in front of you. And things are much more calmer. Six of Swords, right? Let's see. Nine of Cups coming out again. This is about the wish fulfillment, about your desires, what you want for yourself. We have Strength, and we also have King of Cups. Trust your intuition, okay? What is this about? Eight of Wands. So I'm also getting the energy of healing and overcoming certain beliefs, certain mindsets or fears. You're overcoming that. You are finding your strength to overcome those ways of being, those thoughts, those feelings, the way you handled your emotions prior in the past, where you would let it build up and then you would explode. Now you're finally handling things differently. And when you handle things differently, you have a different outcome. Be compassionate to yourself and also be patient with yourself as you're on this journey, okay? Your wish fulfillments are there. You're able to achieve. You will accomplish many things, but to be patient with yourself and to trust your gut and to stop seeking validation from others. Find that from within. That's a process itself. It ain't gonna happen overnight. There may be moments where you struggle. There may be moments where you get impatient, but work through that. Don't feel discouraged. Keep trying, keep going. You will get there eventually. It's just a matter of time. Again, like I said, this Ten of Pentacles, it ain't gonna happen overnight. Consistency really is the key. Your dedication, your focus, and determination. Let's take a look into the Six of Swords. We're going to get some caution messages after this. So tell me about the Six of Swords for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Have the Six of Swords for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Six of Swords for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Six of Swords for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. We have Eight of Cups, beautiful. So leaving the past in the past, those old ways of being, doing, whatever. Six of Swords for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We had a card explosion. Ace of Swords, so new perspective and a breakthrough. See? You use that different equation, you got a different answer. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, lovely. We also have the Empress, Hangman reversed, and the Five of Wands, Queen of Swords. So you're having a breakthrough after the struggle, after going back and forth, after the drama, after feeding into things that leave you imbalanced or angry, building up all this frustration, right? It's time to put an end to that. You have a clear perspective. With the clear perspective, underneath the Queen of Swords, we actually have the Wheel of Fortune, so that's beautiful. Brings change. And the Hangman in the reverse, after feeling stuck in limbo for such a long time, trying to gain answers, trying to look at things from a different perspective after that, you're finally coming out with a new understanding, which leads to growth, change, opportunity for your manifestation to come to fruition. All because you had a breakthrough, a new perspective that created change for you to walk away or leave something behind. Goes back to that Two of Swords from earlier, this cycle. But now, with the time, with the patience, with the healing, with the recognizing, cycle's closing out here. And with the cycle closing out, leads to new opportunities. There's the energy, like I was saying, of the need of you guys grounding yourself, but yet staying flexible for the change. Because really, nothing's set in stone. Future has not happened yet. You have your free will. You have the choice on what you want to do, where you want to go, if you want to continue repeating or if you want to start something different, right? But anyways, it's looking like you guys are finally walking off that cycle that you've been on. And now you have new skills, brand new perspective. Feeling much more grounded. You're no longer feeling frustrated. That King of Swords reversed energy, the Eight of Wands, because that was just creating blocks. It was just getting in your own way, leading to discouragement, leading to disappointments and feeling stuck and feeling frustrated. Now you work through that. Or I think that's going to be like the theme for April. It's like, oh, damn, Sag. It's going to be a bit of a toughie. Oh, we actually have the full moon eclipse, I believe, in Saggy coming up this month. So maybe that's the energy. You guys are going to be feeling it. So that's basically your reading. That was kind of complicated to translate, but we got it. So I hope it helps whoever resonates with this. The eclipse energy may be impacting you. You might be feeling that. I'm going to have to take a little look and see what that's gonna highlight. It's actually the first full moon in the north-south nodes, right? Because the nodes swapped from Cancer Capricorn to Saggy Gemini, so it's going to be pretty big. It's for the next couple years. Sag and Gemini will be in the north-south nodes, so this is going to be the first set of eclipses with those signs. So it's going to be an interesting time, to say the least, okay, Sag? So just prepare yourself, stay grounded, open-minded. You got this. Lots of opportunities for you to learn. So there's that, okay? So Takashi messages. My head is hurting. I can't wait to end this reading. Oh my god, Sag. Sending you guys good energy. Takashi messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding this reading for May 2021. We have confidence. Beautiful. We have the Chariot coming out twice, and this actually didn't fall on top of it. I actually don't remember, but confidence, so fitting. Takashi messages for Saggy, focus. And oh, just kidding, it didn't come out. Takashi messages for Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May, gentleness. Yeah. A little bit of harsh energy, you need to combat that with gentleness and compassion, okay? So confidence coming out. Be confident in yourself. Hold your composure and be certain of yourself. You have no reason to doubt yourself. Do not undermine your confidence. Have the courage to boldly be yourself, confidently and lovingly. Know that your goals are within reach. Be loving to those who do not have your level of self-confidence. Focus. You create more of whatever you focus upon. Be aware of where your thoughts take you, for this is where you're focusing your energy, and this energy flows and turns your thoughts into realities. Focusing does not mean narrowing down your vision, but rather widening your awareness while being sure of your target. And gentleness. Be gentle with yourself and others. Let go of those harsh judgments. Tread gently upon the earth with reverence for life. Spend some time surrounded by nature and feel the gentle flow of growth around and within you. It's not to be forced, but gently nourished and allowed. Gentleness is a strength. Feel its awesome power. Okay, Sag? Woo! So that is what I got for you guys for the month of May. I hope you guys found this helpful or insightful. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.